We're back here at Ronald McDonald House, Cincinnati, with Sarah Curry.
Hi.
Sarah, I hear you guys have had a busy year.
We have had a busy year. We have 177 families. Our rooms are not only full, but we have a waiting list. And it has been a lot of families from all over the world, just like usual, but every single year it just brings different people in that never knew they would need us and turn to our house for help. And then they look to the city of Cincinnati for support when they never even heard of this city. You know, most of them have never been here, and all of a sudden they're here and their lives are literally thriving because they've come here.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, what could have been if they stayed at their hospital.
Mm-hmm. And that's even more amazing given the expansion. Because this place is now double the size that it was a couple years ago, and you're still full.
We are, and we're one of the largest houses in the world, second largest, and it is, you know, the fact that we have the #1 hospital right next door, people want to come here, but it's not even that, it's the specialty care that they truly need for their kids is here in Cincinnati, and they're just coming, and more people are hearing about it. And I think when they hear about the house, it removes barriers that were in the way of getting that expert care for their children, and that would not be possible without support that comes from you all.
Great. Yeah, on that note, I know the truck's on the way right now. I hear we've got an amazing collection of items, and I just talked to Mary Beth. I'm told we have somewhere in the neighborhood of an $11,000 donation.
That's amazing.
That we've brought together between all the buildings.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it's going to be hopefully a Merry Christmas around here.
It is, and I just wonder if you all, like people who haven't been here, understand the impact of that, because you know nobody wants to be here, especially this time of year. But what they see is they see the toys showing up. They will see the truck show up. They see it being unloaded, and that. It doesn't just mean toys, it means somebody cared about them enough to do that. It means that their day is different because of these people that they've never met. And that is a feeling that if you haven't been in these shoes is something that you really can't pay for. To know that people know you're here and care about you when, you know, friends and family back home, it's not that it's out of sight, out of mind, it's just that they're here and they feel so alone. So when people they don't know care about them and do these things, it matters so much. So I really hope that people understand the impact, you know, just emotionally for these families that does for them as well.
Yeah, I think on that note, to make it more tangible for people, we were able to actually sponsor our own room with last year's donation, that's a first for us.
That's amazing.
But we're hoping to take a little time here and go see that.
Yes, so in this room, last year in 2024, 8 families stayed in this room. On average, our families will stay for about a month or so, give or take, but a family in this room stayed for 140 nights. And the furthest away family came from over 1,000 miles away in a little city in Texas. So if that gives you an idea of the impact, and you know, this room specifically has helped 8 families. And when you see that room, you know, sometimes a family will be in that room the entire year. We just had a family go home after 580 some nights.
Goodness.
Sometimes there may have been multiple families in that room that, you know, occupied for a month or a few months. Either way, that has been home for one or multiple families. And when I say home, I mean home. I mean, this time of year, they have trees that are decorating inside their room. I mean, this is where they're going to be. And this is where they need to kind of make it their own. So because of you all sponsoring this room, that means the families in that room have had an opportunity they wouldn't have had without that. And it is one of the most tangible things you can actually see an impact for in our house. So we really appreciate that.
Yes.